Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. All right, we're on. Hey, Sonia. Give me a second or two. Let me get things straightened out here. Okie dokie. After that rather lengthy discussion yesterday evening, I think we'll just do a nice calm beach scene. Something a little different. Why not? Okay. Once again, it's 12 by 18 inch watercolor paper. I did not put any paint over it. I didn't coat it with anything, just the black paint. And I had to wait for it to dry and everything so I can put this strip over it. So what I do up here won't really come down here. All right. I colored the bottom half black. It just makes it a lot more, gives me a lot more depth when I do the waves and the added color once I blend in stuff. All right. Okay. Spa treatment for your bearded dragon. Your bearded dragon gets a spa treatment, really. Did you give your bearded dragon extra crickets or mealworms with that spa? Curious mind wants to know. 12 by 18 watercolor paper. It's actually double watercolor paper, glue 2 sheets together. All right, let's get on to it. Black, cobalt blue. Why do I not? Ultramarine, green blue, whatever you want to call it. Purple, cad yellow, and titanium white. If I needed anything else, your truck gets spa treatments. Good Lord. What do they do? Take a wire brush and massage the tires there, Sonia. Hey, Madonna, how are you? We're talking about lizards getting spa treatments and full-size trucks getting pedicures. Yep, that's where we're leading at today. So I ran off the colors. I'm going to, instead of using glycerin for the clouds or the sky clouds, whatever, we'll use a little water because I want the clouds to dry. All right. So when I add the other stuff on there, so I'll wet this area up right here in the center a little bit. Get a little touch of white, a little touch of yellow. And we'll try this. Let's come up in here like that. Might need to be a little brighter. We'll see. I'm not really too worried about any black marks showing through. It's all right. A little more yellow, a little more white in there. And pop it in there. All against the bottom there. Okay. And we'll do some stuff all up in there. This is why I wanted the water instead of glycerin, because I wanted it dry. Because we're going to put other colors on top of that. Alrighty then. So we'll do a different, we'll approach the clouds a little differently than I normally would do. I'm just looking for a certain brush. I know I have it somewhere around here. And if I can't find it, we'll use a substitute. Usually I would use a larger filbert for it. But once again, if I can't find it, there it is. Got it. Oh my goodness, your trick's definitely going to get the work up. And I understand, especially if you got to haul around that monstrosity. I can understand that. Okay, since we got our yellow in there, we're going to start to I'll put in some contrast with the purple. And I'm going to, well, we'll just mess around with the purple a little bit. Maybe a touch of blue in there. Okay. And I'll probably add a little touch of black with it, just to deepen it. All right. And let's get to getting. We'll start it right from all around in here. And a couple things in here, get it a little thick. Come around this way, like that. Come up in here. And I'll add a little bit of water to some of this as we go along. A little touch of water. Just to lighten it up a little bit. I'm looking for different values and such in this. Go back into our darker colors and we'll come in here like this. Once again, I'm looking for different tones, tonal values, as I get away from the glow. Cover that in a little bit. And once again, simple colors, a little bit of black, a little bit of purple, a little touch of blue in there. All right. I'll use a slight touch of water. I really want the edges to be pretty sharp here. Come around. Up this way. And all up in here, once again, just different values and shapes and tones of color. I'll get a little bit of white, come out here. Some of the blue will come out a little bit. I'm being very choosy, very picky on what I want to show through yellow wise. And you'll see why in a minute, why I'm doing such. All the rest can be kind of rubbed in there. Get some more. Like I say, it's a different way of doing clouds, at least what you see me do as clouds anyway. A little more exact. I'm going to add a bit of water to this. So I have plenty of paint on my brush. I want some nice little tones going through. Chrissy. Well, how are you? It's good to see you, Chrissy. It's been, what? A few years? I missed you. A lot of people missed you. What's been going on with yourself? We got all accustomed to you in your wonderful works. I see you reposting a few. Hope you're feeling okay. And is Muttley still being himself? A big Muttley? And does he still have that Waldo hat? Just want to know for somebody else. If he's still sporting Waldo. I don't want you to ruin my image if he has the shirt also. So We'll just stick with the hat. Monthly, still monthly. Sonia, you may not have been around too much when Chrissy was doing her live streams. Ex Bruce, oh man, we had a time. I don't know how she even got through some of her painting with the foolishness we kept on over there. Oh, I don't know if she did more laughing than painting sometimes. Boy, we were something else. But she did get it done. She did get it done. I must admit. But man, we didn't make it easy for her. That's for sure. We had a great time. And yes, her husband put on this Waldo cap and then acted like he was doing a painting tutorial. Oh man, oh man, oh man. One of the funniest bits ever. And then he had to be rude. That which didn't make it any better. Oh man, that was hilarious. Utterly classic. Definitely classic. And yes, even to this day, I remember it very vividly. Pure lunacy. As you see, I'm just adding all these colors, all these tones, especially here in the yellow for that contrast, which we're definitely going to need. And you'll see as we move on. Like I say, these are a different type of clouds that, oh yeah, her streams were crazy. Like I said, she had enough clowns to make it entertaining, present company included, of course. It was great. Definitely, it was great. And you would figure because I got all this yellow that a lot of yellow would show through. No. Once again, a lot of variation in tones. Where the yellow is particularly kind of dark. On purpose, it has to be. Go back to that old Bob Ross type of thing. You must have dark to show the light. That type of deal. Okay. Oh, let's add a little yellow in there. Or a little tonal stuff going right up in here. So once again, we're doing all sorts of stuff in here. On purpose. Okay. On purpose. Now I'm going to take some purple and black and we'll fine tune stuff in the inside here. And where I want the yellow to really appear, it has to be pretty strong. And once again, you'll see why in a minute. So there's a little method to my madness doing these. Yeah, we had a ball, man. We really did. We did have a ball. Well, see now I'm doing a lot of things with different hues of the same color, even though it's the purple and black. A wee bit of blue in there, not too much, but a wee bit. I can tease some of that blue in there also. We might as well get the getting on a few of these. No glycerin, just water. And there's a reason for that. And we'll get to it as we move right along here. I don't want the blue necessarily into the yellow too much because, of course, it has that propensity to turn green on you. But this yellow is dry. Okay. We'll throw a little bit of it in here. See, now I can throw the blue into this mix. All right. Which is cool. And I'll toss a few of this blue in here. Looks like Bruce got him a short going on there. His notifications come pretty regularly. I don't know how some of mine get misconstrued, because a few people say sometimes they don't get my notifications. Oh, of course, that's the beauty of it, Chrissy. We could not be contained in our foolishness. We were definitely silly. A little water, some more values. Okay. That, and it covers up all this paper, because I don't want it in there. But you'll see what's going on. Now, this same technique I'm doing, you can do a forest fire, volcano smoke, same way. I'm comfortable, a lot more comfortable using a filbert doing all of this. So right now it looks kind of weird. Okay, it does look odd. I'm looking at some stuff here. I'll go with pure purple, and I'll come in here with it. And you're like, what's the difference when it's so dark? But you'll see. And I move this stuff around in here. Okay. Once again, no glycerin, just water. All right. Okie dokie then. I think I'm going to use a smaller brush and we'll have a little fun. And that we did. Oh, Fatima, that we did. We did have a ball. It was great. Definitely great. I want to use let's tear this apart. Why not? This is a angled brush, very tiny one. We'll use this. We'll tear it up. Add a little white into this purple here. All right. Now, I'll try this out. Oh, we'll try it all over here. Something like this. Now, I really should not go this heavy, actually. So I'm going to wipe off some of that paint, and we're going to fade it. We're going to fade it right in. Now, you got to be careful when you're really scumbling all of this stuff. And I should have it a little brighter than that, because I basically want more or less highlights, kind of, sort of. But you'll see as we shape this stuff around. We'll move it around a little bit like this. And if you notice, I'm putting the heavier there. The heavier side is towards that yellow. Once again, on purpose. On purpose. We're going to go up above here like this. All right. And I'm just scumbling, which is just one of those fancy words for just dry brush. That's all it is. And just rubbing tones on there. I'll keep a certain edge really sharp, and you just fade out the rest. But it's directional. You go in the direction you feel. Okay. Now, I already know where the glow is coming from. And so we're just going to work it in that fashion. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Bruce did a little memorable thing too. I don't know what we did to have him laugh so hard he fell out of his chair. I'm trying to recollect what did we do to get him. He fell out the chair. But you talk about hilarious. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Let's get a little bit of cobalt because we got some cobalt and white actually. We'll throw a little bit of this in there and we'll mix it in. Not really adding any water to it. We'll just have our fun just like this. Now, when you are scumbling and dry brushing, you got a little bit of a window, all right, to form this stuff. Because if you're not using any water, or if you're not using any water, or you're using water, and it depends on the temperature of your room, you got a very short window to get this done. So be mindful of that. All right, and I'm not really using any water. Okay. Like I say, I'll play around with this where the cobalt is, more or less. I know we got a few bits up there, but we'll see. I still feel like putting some stuff in this area in here. And we'll come out like that. And then we'll just fade it right here to the line. We'll come on in. And we'll get it. A lot of this blending it out. Definitely hilarious. Let's take some of this while I'm in it, and we're going to go over here to the other side. I can probably bring you guys in a little closer to look at this. We'll come this way, and we'll come up around in here, fade it out a little bit. We'll drag that way. We'll curve it around a little bit. A lot of my brushes don't tend to last very long. And you see why now. I am a little rough on them, but I bought them to use them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if, you do it in a roundish shape, keep that shape going. Keep that shape going. But as you see with the fading and the scumbling and the mixing and the blending, everything kind of comes together. Still not done. We got some other joys to put in here. And you notice I'm not going excessively bright. You might think it is until it starts to darken. And it will darken. Okay. So if you're starting off stuff like this, or you want to do clouds in this style, if you must use a little water, then go ahead and use a little water. And the water just helps it blend and fade. Okay, if you feel you're not quick enough to do what you see me doing. Once again, I kind of know where I want to go with this. Okay. But it all kind of mixed together. You keep going. Don't be discouraged. If it's not turning out like you want it to look, don't stop. Don't let the frustration get in. Just don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Give it at least a little bit of a chance. Okay. As you see, I got a little line here, and I'm gonna build it up, and then just fade it right out. And if you don't think doing this moves anything, it does. Okay, you still got little bits of paint on the brush, and you get that nice little misty, blendy feeling going on with it. All right, clouds. Whatever light you got, whatever light source, it will get the littlest bit of the rise in any cloud or any surface. Okay, it doesn't have to be radioactively glowing, but just every little bit, you got refracted light. Also little particles and stuff like that going on. All right, so you got all sorts of activity and shenanigans going on with your clouds. Okay. All up in here. Put a little bit of love right on the horizon line also. Okay. Let's continue that curve on like this, like that, right up on the horizon line. And then we'll go this way. I'm gonna wipe off my brush real fast and just scumble some of that. And let's say if you got it a little too bright in the area, or it's an area you really don't care for, you don't like it too much, you can always go back into your purple, okay, and go in reverse, like so. If it's not, to your liking, you can always bring it back a little bit, just like that. So it's really up to you how far you want to go with it, how you want it to look. All right. Still checking it out. I got some other little fine things to do up in here. A little bit of stuff going on here. All right. Just like that. Bring some of this out in there. All right. Hello, Maria. You out of focus slightly. Let's see if that works. Look at that. I can bring some of this inward. I can zoom in a little bit, but if it's still out of focus, I can just touch my screen if it's a little out of focus and bring it back. And my camera will do that. The more stuff I add to it, it's trying to adjust. The camera's never going to adjust like the human eye can. So I'm still looking at things here because it looks like I still have to do a few bits of reshaping, but I'm going to see. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll put a little bit here. We'll come this way, round it off, come this way. Have a little trail here. All right. Then we're going to mess around, fade all that in. We're not coloring in the whole thing. Don't do that to yourself. No, don't do that. Around the edge there. All right. I think I want some more. We'll get a little blue and black going on here. Cobalt blue and black. Got to be careful because it will turn kind of grayish on you. be a little subjective, and we'll come out here with it. Just like there we go. Bring some of that into other blue. If the blue's a little too intense, you can kill some of that. All right. And remember, anything darker makes clouds or whatever subject recede. So be careful. All right. A little too glowy here, so I'll knock some of that down. There we go. Right. We can knock some of that down a little bit. Let's take a slight pinch of white. Let's see what we got over here. You always get like a little straggler of a cloud going on somewhere. Okay, let's take, I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, and we're going to liven up a little bit of these areas. I could use this brush, but we're going to use a script liner instead. A little bit of white, we'll put it over here. It was such a yellow, we'll also put that over there. A little more white than yellow. And we're going to use water. I don't use vegetable glycerin when it comes to doing highlights or silver linings, stuff like that. Glycerin and water are bad bedfellows. Water will wipe glycerin away like a hot knife through butter. Wipes it right away. Okay. We'll do a little bit of this. Very, very thin. I'm gonna hold the brush pretty vertical. Okay. Come over here a little bit. And you can pretty much shape all of this any way you would like. But there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing at the areas I'm doing it at. All right. It is best to really keep the brush vertical so you get the thin line. You're able to control it a little better also. We'll come here, add something in here like that. All right. You pick and choose. Make it all choppy a little bit there. Don't know if you guys can really see that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Bear with me. Put it around in here. Like I said, I don't know how well you guys see it. I gotta make sure you guys can see it. All right. So the direction I'm putting these in also matters. Good to see you, Chrissy. It's been a while. You take care of yourself, and don't forget, we're still waiting for you to come live again and regale us with your humor and your artistry. Come back when you're ready, though. You take care. It's freaking colder in England than it is in the States. How is it that they're getting all of our weather? Go figure. Okay. Yeah, that's a little on the thickened side. That's okay. We'll play around with that. All up in here. Just like that. We're gonna come around here. If I'm doing it thin on purpose, okay, just like that. We're gonna give a couple of swipes all up in here. Once again, there's a reason for my method to my madness here. All right. We'll put a little bit of something over here in the blue area too. And maybe a little something in here. These thin lines kind of bring out those edges a bit. Okay. Once again, I'm using a lot of just water and paint, no glycerin. It's not for this part of the painting. And you're gonna see why in a few minutes. I think we're pretty much good here. And we're gonna come here and add some little wiggles here. Just like that. Okay. Anyway, surrounding that area. I think we can pretty much deal with that. All right. We're good there. Okay. This brush right here. All right. This is a script liner or a rigger brush. You Google it. Either one, it will turn up with whoops, I'm sorry. It'll turn up this guy right here. But it's a script liner. This is a liner. Okay. Script liner, liner. You see the difference. Okay. All right. Any type of details, long blades of grass, stuff like that, the things like this, wood paneling, sketches, when you're painting in extreme details, this is the guy to do it. All right. Sure, no problem. All right. Let us do something. I'll put it in. I'll just do it with a white pencil. We'll put it. We'll put it. Put the dot right here. Don't know if you guys can see that too well because I sure can't. So what we'll do, we'll just slap a dot there. It won't matter because I'll just take something dark and cover it up anyway. Oh, where did I just put it? I put it right here. Let's put the dot right there. All right. You guys can see it. It's right there. All right. Here's the reason why I use water and acrylic paint instead of the glycerin, because as you can see, it's dry. Okay. Don't worry about that. That was beforehand. Okay. There. Take it off. I'll do it again. It's dry. All right. Okay. We're going to put sun rays in here. Okay. There's a few ways that I can do that before we go on to the water. The sun rays won't necessarily, I won't put them like directly in the water. I can probably represent them. All right. but I'll show you how we're going to do that. This is going to be our vanishing point. All right, here's our horizon line. All right, and this is just for the water itself, going from there downward. But this is our vanishing point for our rays. All right. For those of you who are having a little trouble maybe painting them or a little apprehensive painting sun rays, you can use various size brushes. It's a lot about hand control, going in one direction, being very careful doing that. I got notifications popping off here. All right. Frozen coffee. Yeah. Sonia, you are an oddball. Cold coffee, I just can't do it. As you see numerous times when I drink my coffee and it ends up ice cold and I make that cold coffee face, nah, I'm not feeling it. All right, let's get enough yellow and white. A little bit of white. We'll just put it right here in this mix. A little touch of yellow in there. All right. A little stronger touch of white in there. Now that I just did it, I'll just keep the brush right here. It don't matter. We're gonna dry brush the color on there. Put you somewhere safe. We'll give you a little strip of tape. That should be enough. Now, with the strip of tape here, all right, yeah, I'm showing it to you with the smaller camera. All right, if it's too tacky, you can always take the tape across a tissue or a towel, like I'm doing right now, and it takes some of the tackiness off. All right, no biggie. All right, see a little dot? Remember that dot? That dot will be your. Let's go from here. We'll aim it this way. Okay. You can go as long as you want, as short as you want. I'll use this brush, this flat brush. Be extremely careful, very light. We'll start from here. We'll just go partially. All right. And very careful. I'll just take it and just kind of very lightly too. Very light. You don't think you see anything yet, but you will. Just like that. And then leave it be. Okay, you can expand it if you want, but for this one, I'll just leave it just like that. I'll just peel the tape off, and there you go. You see that? You see how you can do that? Once again, you can make them longer, shorter. It doesn't. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do that, and it dries rather quickly. Okay. Well, come here. Now I can expand it and make it larger if I want. Just like that. Some can be a little stronger, like at this point here, and the rest can fade out. Doesn't matter. It's all in how you want to present it. There's the other one, and it's all in its perfect perspective according to how you want this done. And it's a series of very light dry brushing. All right, up to you how far. Once again, how far you want to go with it. Okay, this one here we can have. Where are we at here? Yeah, this one here. All right. Well, no, we'll stop it partially. And this one here, we'll just kind of fade it right there. Have it a little stronger there. All right. Just like so. Just like that. Okay. So if you obscure some of the insides of the clouds there, it can make them more intense. Up to you. right in here, I'll angle my brush. You guys can see it. See this little angle here? Just angle the brush right there. Okay. I'll make it a little obscure. Just like so. You can aim it outward if you want. Right there. Like so. All right. Hey, Bill, how are you? And it's just dry brushing. Okay. We can have a little fun here. Right here. This here's a little fella way over here. This little guy right there. A little more white, putting it right into the yellow. All right. Very, very, very light. We're starting over here. Very light. Oops. Get rid of that. Very light. And we'll just kind of go this way. Very light. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, as I'm doing this, we'll put a little line here. And then we'll spread it back out again. Now, I can take it and expand upward. As long as you got one in its perspective direction, yeah, you can kind of expand it if you want to. All right. Okay. Let's do. I'm gonna take a wider brush. Put it right here. We'll take a slightly wider brush. This fella. So let's clean this off. I'm gonna take a slightly wider brush. You can have all sorts of games doing this stuff. I'll take a 3/4 inch brush. We'll just get some paint here. That's not enough. Let's get some more white. Let's get some more yellow. Now that I got it caked down pretty good, I'll just tap a lot of that off of there. Once again, dry brush. Okay, right here. So we'll have this one go straight down like this. Keep going. Keep going. And I'm going to take this angle. Keep going. Keep going. Just like that. I like that little trail there. That kind of traps everything in there. And we can get a slight beam going a little stronger, like so. Okay, I like that. It could be a little more on the yellow side, but I like what I see there. Just like that. And if you must, don't necessarily have to, but I can take it, I can obscure some of that. Make it a little heavier there. Just like that. Okay. Oh, let's put a little bit of it in there like so. All right. Let's go here. We can have one go this way. Why not? All depends on where the sun lies. You follow me? So we can come up here. Just like so. Like that. All right. We're going to have another one right about here. All right. Oh, about this way. This one here, where do I want to put it? I'll put it, it's going to go straight down. I'm going to do something different though. For this one, because it's so close to I'll just rip it here. It's so close to its little edge there. So we'll keep it like that. We'll get a little bit more. Sorry, I just beat up my, right about here. And right about here. We'll have it come right straight down. Have it come right down to we'll brighten that up a little bit. It's going to be a little stronger. We'll obscure this a little bit, and then we'll come on down. Come on down this way. Just like that. Bring it right down there. Nice strong burst right. Nice strong burst right there. Like that. Okay. Now you see how it's all coming together here. All right. You can start the burst from here or from here. If you start it pretty much from the bottom, it brings it a little further away, a little more dramatic. All up to you and where you want to place them. Let's put it, right about there. This one, once again, I just need like a little guide on the direction. Okay. Like that. Little direction. We'll take this little bit. We'll do it right from the bottom, right here. Right here. I'm going to touch it up with a little bit of white, make it a little touch brighter. Like that. And we'll come directly down there. We'll have it come down to the edge here, a little partial one here, and then frame it right there. Different variations, okay? Once again, this is why I wanted it to be dry. All right, so you got sunbursts and stuff going all over the place with that. And we can make a play on that with the water a little bit later on. Hey, Rosemary, how are you? For those of you who might not know who Bill is, over 20 years ago, me and Bill played in believe it or not, it was a quartet group. Sometimes it didn't sound it, but it was a quartet group, and had fun. Did our little traveling thing and all of that. It was fun. It was great. That's when I played a whole lot more often. His was one of 3 churches I played for at the time, and he's the drummer. Yep, he was the drummer. Yep, his mother was one of the organists at the church that I attended. Sweet woman. Okay, let's take, like I said before, we'll take a little bit of purple. Yeah, we'll take a little dot of purple, we'll make it disappear. Make it disappear. Kind of rub that out of there like that. Oh, it's going to be difficult. That's fine. Take a touch of black with that purple. Boop. And it will disappear. We'll make it disappear. It's like that. All right. Okay, that'll go bye-bye. Okay. Now that we've did that, okay. Whoa. Very easily peel this off. Careful. There we go. All right. Which direction do I go back? Yeah. Let's look at what we got here. Let's straighten that up a little bit. Calm down a little bit. I think we're good right about there. We'll straighten it up. At least I'll try to straighten up a tad. Hit the focus here. Okay, but that's what we have. Don't even worry about that. That is what we call nothing. Okay, so now we have our clouds here. We get our horizon line. All right. Yeah, it's easier and it is faster, and it makes it more precise. You don't necessarily have to use it. I usually don't. All right, I just usually just do it by eye. All right, but for those who want to try it and they never tried it before, surefire way to keep it correct. No matter where, okay, you see them through the clouds going in different directions, but because you would already imagine your sun is behind this. All right, so you can have your sun way up here, right at the horizon line. If you do it at the horizon line, all your rays would go upward. Okay, you can have more to the right, to the left, wherever you place it, all of that would change. Okay, all of it would change. Okay, so, but all right, so we got our crazy clouds going. They're almost going in a semicircle. All right, but then again, that works, with the rays. Okay, now if I wanted to be cute, I could have taken this and probably made a phoenix out of it with the beak here and just expanded this and reshaped it into wings and then did the whole thing. But now that I've seen this and what it looks like, I could have done that because the beak would go here, put the little, and then put the wings out. And I could still do that, but I'm not going to go through that. But that's the image I see. Sometimes my paintings are their own Rorschach test. All right. Okay. Let's get a chalk pencil. Let me do something here. Which way do I want to go? Which way do I want to go? Which way do I want to go? I can have it up here or up here. Do I even want them like that? Maybe not. Maybe something like that. Like that. Let's have one like this. All right. And maybe a little something here. Who knows? Like that. Oh, maybe partial one here. All right. Let's just kind of end it right in here. Like that. Yeah, we'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Okay. What I'm doing is really putting the all right, we know what that is. So the crest of the wave, I don't want no great big swirling things. I will have it gently just fade on in. But the crest of the waves will be there. Okay. All right. Mm, mm, mm. And once again, another reason why I use water, okay, and acrylic. This tape I'm not very fond of. It's not the tackiest of tapes, but it's cool for this. We'll come over here on the top here. It's movable, so it's pretty cool. I want to get it as close as I can to its cloud edge. All right. Sometimes now, because my board here needs to be repainted, it has to be cleaned. I got too much crap built up on it, and it happens every once in a while. I'll just tape this down a little bit here. All right. We're gonna fade our colors in here. We're gonna glycerin up, put the glycerin on this. We're gonna fade it with different colors, whatnot. Don't know if these will still even be around. We'll see. We're gonna use some of this black also. The black will actually help us out. All right. All right. Let's go with let's clean this up. Well, I gotta clean all. I'll clean all that up. We don't really need this. We'll come back to this as we add highlights. I could have added. Let's get some of this out of here. I could have added, those waves that you're used to seeing. I could have done that, sure, but we'll see as this goes along because I can always change my mind. But once again, we'll see. Because maybe it looks a little more dramatic with calmer seas. And plus, we'll put our little action up in here with maybe a little frothy water or whatever. We'll see. And plus our motion lines and maybe some reflections down there. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay. As I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about it in my mind here, how I'm going to approach this. It's maybe the colors also. Because I don't know, I want to use the the aquamarine color. So maybe we'll sneak in a little bit of every color, but maybe the aqua color. We'll see. So we're going to get some glycerin here. All right. Don't need a lot at all. Don't need a lot. And I'm not going to put a lot on there. I'll take what I got on here and just spread it downward. Just drag it all down. Very thin. Put it down here. And you can see by the shine, the reflectiveness of this. Very thin. Just drag it right down. This is why I tend to go through my brushes. This brush goes through pure hell, but it keeps on ticking. I love it. And this has probably got to be the third 2-inch brush that gets beat down like this. All right. Okay. Oh. Let us go with. Let's go with. I'll take a little bit of this purple. What's left of it? It's really light. It's almost not even worth it. We'll put it down here anyway. Right here by the water's edge. We'll put it right there. All right. We'll take some of this cobalt blue. cobalt blue, we'll put, and I'll put a little bit of it in here. Okay, let's waste some of it in there like that. I'll probably end up getting some more purple. Then we'll use our sea green way up here. Try not to go past that line, that tape line. I'll put the purple back over here. It's gonna still appear black when it's all said and done. It's all right. And some of this cobalt right in here. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I don't have to go much further than that, really. Okay. Just like so. Let's take a little white. I wanted something more or less right here. So we'll come here. All right. We got another one. We probably had a bigger one right here. And the more you do it, the more it picks up that color. But we're going to play with this. All right, we'll play with that for right now. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go to the left? Do I want to go to the right? I can just fade it out, actually. Let me just fade it out. So let me get another brush. We'll just get a brush. We'll get a brush and we'll just tap it out there. And keep on bouncing and pouncing. And you'll see what I'll do here. Bounce, 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 bounce. You're destroying the bottom edge. You're going to smooth all of that out. All right. Now I can take it and kind of go in the center and wave it out. The further you go out with it in one direction. But the party don't stop there, folks. We're going to get some more done. We're going to get a few more in there. I usually don't use this size brush for this, but We can, because it's just the type of waves that we're doing. Straighten that out. It's no big deal. All right. Right up underneath, especially when the paint's kind of fresh. I'll just pounce. We'll scumble. Scumble away. Now, if you notice that I'm putting a lot of emphasis on that bottom end, now we're going to have stuff going on in between all of that. This one here with the heavier white on the bottom is there for a reason. We'll do the same thing here. I'll just aim it downward. Look like little wave things going on there like that. And then we'll thin it out here. Okay. So you see how effective that is? We'll just take that and make it disappear. We don't want that. We'll just kind of make that go away. Just part of the water. And right here, we do the same thing. A little pop downward. See? Little wave things going on in there. All right. And we can do a little bit of that on the other ones if need be. We'll kind of have it here like this. Okay. All right. Oh, we'll add other things over there. This I like. I'll probably have them a little more. Here, we'll add the white. We'll make them a little more yellowish up here. Let me put the white in real quick. We'll kind of. I'm gonna show you what I do here, and we'll lightly just pounce that out. We'll just fade that out a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I'll do. We're gonna get some of that sunlight to pop through some of these. Right in here, we'll do another one here. A little bit of white in here. But in order for that to happen, we're gonna have to kind of brush that out a little bit, let it appear to fade away. And you'll see what happens. And we'll let that dry. We'll get one here. So I'm showing you how to do these, how to make them look effective. Make sure I'm not in the way. Oh, right in here, make this one a little wider. And you'll see. And we'll just kind of, right there. All right. Just like that, and we'll lightly scumble that out. Right in here. All right. Just like that. All right, we'll let that tack up. In case you run into something like that, just wipe it away. So it's all right. The glycerin does for you. Okay. I know I got a little purple in there, so I guess I should do a little something there. I know we got one purple guy in there. And I don't know if I really want to put it. I mean, I got one there. Might as well show it off, right? Oh, here, we'll come here. Come down like that. and we'll pop that purple in there. We'll put a little purpley thing there, just like that. Look, there's the purple right in there. Okay, and we'll kind of fade that, just like so. We got a little purple happening over there. We'll brighten it up a little bit, right in here. And I'm just scumbling some of that color. You just keep at it, keep rubbing that color, and it is going to pick up. It's going to pick up that purple. And as I do that, once again, I'll softly make the rest of this disappear. All right, just like that. Hey, Larry. It's a guy, Larry, right? Yes. Hey, Larry. And we're just gonna, I'll just take some water and fade it right out. It's like that. All right. Okay. So we got some of that going on right now. It's just, it's too like mechanical looking. I'll say it that way. But it's all right. We have to let some of that tack up a bit. So let's go here. Let's go back there. There's a few ways we can tackle that situation back there. Okay. Let's put this brush away. I don't need this one right now. Usually I would use a palette knife, and I will take a wee bit of this white. We'll just pull it out straight like that. Okay. The closer you are back here, oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot we're kind of squished in. So we are from one side to the other. All right. The closer you are to the horizon line, the tinier and more concentrated the wave lines back there. Okay. So we got a little thin line. And I'm not gonna really drag it, I'll just touch it like this. And as I'm touching it, they're really, really tiny here, and they're really close to each other. All right. You just keep at it. The horizon line, I mean, they're really out there on the horizon line here. And keep your blade as level as you can. They're really out there. Okay, keep them close knit and together. And keep it more or less in the center as you move on. These fellas can really go way out there. Go way out there. Out here. Keep it going straight out there. And you got a few stragglers out there like that. Once again, keep them kind of grouped together pretty close. Keep your paint relatively very thin, cut across, because you want a really fine line. And just touch. All right. I'll bring some. And it looks like a little sparkles. But we'll add some other things in here. We'll show you. Okay. We're going to get a small fan brush. Dip a little bit of water. Wipe it off a little bit. Be very careful doing this right here in the center. And we'll put delicate. That's not bright enough. It's really going to the white. Small, just a small touch of water. Be careful. You don't want them too large. Get as close as you can to the paper. Little flakes. And you get little sparkles. Probably a touch more water. Once again, be very careful how you add these in. Mainly toward the middle. A few of them out here, but it's concentrated mainly in the middle there. You guys can see a little bit of that going on. All right. Okay. We're gonna start doing it. Well, let's get some yellow tint on some of these. I'll use this flat brush. It should be dry enough. We're gonna use a little of what I don't have. Hold on for a second. I could use mixing white for this, but me and mixing white aren't on speaking terms, so I'll use the titanium white. Okay, hold up. Hello, Miss Olivia. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing, Larry? All right. We'll somewhat tint these. Let's go to this one. Now, if it turns green, that's fine, but you'll mostly see the yellow. Don't worry about like stuff like this. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna show you why in a second. Don't worry about that. Because you can very lightly just make it disappear. It's all right. But you see how it's starting to look now? Get as much of it as you can in there. The white will pick up what's there. That tint. All right. It will pick it up. I'll use a little water. So it's almost like a glaze. But whatever's white, it will get picked up immediately. Let's do this one here. We'll come in. I will use a touch of water, a little more water. Spread that out a little bit better. And I can get rid of the rest. I'm gonna go right up to the top here. And just fade it out. I can get rid of the rest. Don't worry about that. Because it's starting to dry. All right. Any residual stuff can be wiped away, as you can see. Don't worry about none of that. I can smooth that out a little bit better too. Bring it right out. I kind of like that. Let's do that here too. I just like the way it looks. So we'll spread it out a little. Once again, it's personal preference. I like the way it looks. I like the fade. Okay. How about you? You guys can talk back to me there. But I like it. And if you're happy with it, hey. Okay. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. I can add that to those back there if I wanted to. I could. Don't know if I really want to, but I could do that. Let's take some water. Let's take plenty of water and take some of this yellow stuff here. Okay. Now we're going to make a glaze. See all that back there? I can keep it white, or I can just take it and we'll make it yellow real quick. So the white becomes yellow. All the little splashes and such now it becomes yellow. So it still matches. You got me? Okay. It's just glazing this color on. And you got to remember, I'm using a glaze that's related to the color that's already on here. You feel me? All right, that's all I just did, really. All right. Okay, let's take a little bit of white with this glazy stuff right here. Okay. Risky, yes, but it'll help. In between the tape and the actual paper itself, try to accentuate that horizon line a little bit. Try your best. It will be in between the tape. Okay. If you need a little more white to make it show a little more, that's fine too. Okay. And it just shows you, it just pronounces the horizon line a little bit more. All right. I'm going to keep adding it until I feel I got it somewhat right. Okay. Something like that. We're gonna lift this tape up in a second or two. All right. What is the purple cloud representing? That's really nothing but just the color of the clouds. No more, no less. No, and plus, remember, it's the direct opposite of the yellow. All right. But it's not representing anything special. No, it's just a CC. I'm debating whether I should keep these white or make them yellow. It's up to you. I'm going to put a little yellow into this too. We got enough of this glazy stuff to do that. This fella right in here, make him a little yellow. Now remember, I'm adding a color, well, the color opposite. That's basically what I'm doing. Right in here. Okay, go right across. A little more yellow, a little more white. Okay. It can be a little brighter. Right up top. Right up top. It can be a little brighter. Bring it down here. Remember, we're going to have some little shoreline stuff going on. Okay. Okay, Larry, I will keep it as such. Okay, let's do some things out here. I could use this brush. I'll use a smaller one, and we'll get some action going on over there. Now, what I can do is use glycerin to reactivate this tacky stuff, but we'll use the white and probably a little touch of yellow right in here. A little more white. A little more white. Okay. You take a fine brush like this, you're going to keep a sharp edge. Okay, I'll go from over here somewhere, and I will just little touches. All right, that's what you see me do right here. Get some more. Remember, it's a very thin brush, very tiny brush, so you can kind of get away with it. Very tiny, just little tiny, very tiny. You can really fill this up quicker than you think. All right, a little white, a little yellow. It's going to mix with the blue that we have, and put a little larger, coming a little closer. I need much more. I don't want to add any glycerin. I don't want to add any. I don't really want to add any water. I want them a little more opaque. All right. Oh, in here like this. One, it's a little larger when you get them closer. This is a little more yellow, but that's all right. I like it. All up in here. I'll end up using a little water. It's just to loosen up the paint, and I want to get this moving because we got some trees and an island to put in. Okay, I bet you didn't expect me to put an island in here, but I am. Now, adding the water in with this yellow and white paint, it reactivates a little bit of that green, so it all matches, i.e. it's still all good in the hood. We're going to come over here, we're going to do the same thing. Right in here, very lightly. Remember, the closer you are to that tape, the shorter they are. And I don't want to go right directly towards the end of the painting. Can you guys see me do this? Yes, you can. All right. Every time I do a sea scene, I try to do something I haven't done, either done before or haven't done it in a while. Okay. And so usually my waves are those great big crashing things with rocks and all that wild stuff happening. Today, not so much. And since I've done this, I get to go back with the white and add some love in the center there. Now I can go a little brighter. Basically, is what I'm saying. Okay. Like I said, I can go outward, but nah. We'll keep it up in here. We are going to go let's brighten that up. We'll add some more of those lines. We're going to go right back to our palette knife. Go to our white. And we'll contaminate that white with a little bit of yellow. Like that. Swipe across. Now, just touch. Look at that. See? Just touch it. If you don't feel a lot of it's coming off, that's good. It's not supposed to. It'll look like little bits of sunlight just caressing the top of the water. Going as close as I can to and it gives you a different texture. Just like that. Come right into the waves over there. So if you got a solid line, that's cool. Keep the solid in the center. But once you feel it starts to break up, bring some of that broken stuff out here. It'll look like those little sun star crystals bouncing off the wave. Okay. So once again, you keep things interesting, keep it moving. Once again, if it's solid, put it right against the horizon. Once it starts breaking up, you do one of those numbers. And look at your painting. All right, look at your painting. Make sure everything's pretty much somewhat on an even keel. All right. And I'm still checking it out, looking. All right. Okay. Let's take get some movement in here. We're going to take a little bit of, we'll use the white, use the yellow, and water. No glycerin, just water. Once you start doing this, use the tip of this liner brush. All right, use the tip of the liner brush. Okay, we'll come more or less toward, here, we'll come like, how do I want to do this? We'll do it this way. Oh, we'll look at it this way, very thin, almost like you're writing in cursive. All right. You're going to be a little apprehensive adding this. Go with the flow. Go with the flow of the water. We'll come here. Little triangular, diamond-like shapes in there. Just be a little careful. You try not to get those little knots of here, let's go over here. Just like that. If you get those little knot things, I'll show you. Like if you turn too fast, you get those little knot deals in there. Just use your hand. I'm running out of water. Obviously, a script liner doesn't hold a lot of water, right? But I'm trying to get to where those little knot things will pop up there. Now that I want to show them to you, of course they don't happen, but it will. I'll just make one. Let's go here. If I go here and one catches like that, those little, can you get, see? Yeah, those just swipe to the left and right real quick. Okay. And if you make diamond patterns like this, okay, those will actually help too. But now we got more activity in the water. Now you have movement. Now these make a little sense. All right. And there's no real path. It's just gentle swelling of the water and the rays are catching it. So the water's like, I'll look at you here. The water is coming together like that. And that's what you see there. So, and it's gentle. Okay. Which is why you don't have any white caps. The other ones in the back are little fellows just rolling over, which is why you see the foam there. But these fellas are cool. They're laid back. They're kind of chilling. Okay. Everybody stop writing. Talk to me. Any questions? Any statements? Anything? You guys are, well, with the exception of Sonia, of course. But you guys are mighty silent. We'll stop it around in here. Because we're going to add you'll see. We'll add the other stuff in there. Let's take, we'll do it this way. Let's take a flat brush, a small one. We'll go into, see how tacky this is. This might do it, it might not. We're going to take, actually, let me do this. Because I'm going to need some glycerin here. We're going to get some reflection things going on over here. So let's take a little bit of glycerin. I'll just take this 3/4 inch brush. It's all right. And we'll just, I'll show you. We'll come here right to the bottom of the paper. Can you guys see the bottom of the paper? Barely. We're going to go up a little bit. We'll angle it to where it looks straight, like that. We'll move it over like this. Okay, let's go back into our glycerin here. I'm putting this stuff on relatively thin. All right, just like, there we go. Something like so. Okay, that's about all we need. We'll put this brush in there. We're gonna take this white, and we'll go like this. We'll come across, put it on there a little thick, come across, press it down, we'll wave it here, we'll go across like that. We'll put one here, the letter S like that. All right. And I'm going to take this and I'll kind of, we're going to fade out this way. We'll keep that line, we'll fade all of this out. All right. And we're going to, there. All right. Just like that. And we'll just keep wiping. Wipe, 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 wipe. Okay. No directional stuff as of yet. Just wipe it away. Same thing in here. Okay. I'll keep the edge, but I'm wiping away the back half back up here. All right. All right. And then like so. All right. Let's do it again one more time. Right in here. We'll do another little one right here. We'll just angle it out like that. All right. We must have some snow because I hear the plows. And we get some right here on the edge, and we'll just fade it out. The key to it is keeping it real smooth. Okay, it's like almost like a little dream. Start sounding like Ross when I talk like that. Like a willowing whisper dream, blah, blah, blah. I'm not Ross. I'm not Ross. But you guys get the idea. Let's take, it's still wet, all right? Actually, before we do that, let's do this real fast. Let's get another thin layer of white paint. Very thin, doesn't mean much. Right here, just like that. We're gonna come here real fast because we have that black there. We'll just kind of shell this a little bit. Let's try to get some more of that. I just want to put the line right in there. Same thing for this guy. Maybe a little bit here, just like that. All right. We're going to take the brush and press downward. Go straight down, straight downward like that. Right here. Then come here. Do the same thing. Okay. Come straight down with it. Straight down. All right. You know, when I'm almost done with the painting and I still need some white paint and then I don't have any, that just kind of goes with the territory sometimes. But don't worry. It's all right. Yeah, it's okay. It happens. It happens. But I'm going to get a touch of white. A touch of white. You don't need too much. And we got the island to put in there still. Let me think. What am I doing? Let me think. Okay. Let's get a little touch of white. We'll put it right here by this yellow stuff. Like that. We'll do it again right here. And a little bit of it right in here. A little bit right here. It's like that. I'll wipe it away and go straight down because I want a stronger touch of white right here. Bring it down. Just some directional glow downward. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Doesn't have to go all the way down to the bottom, but keep doing it. I want a little stronger white. Right about here. We need a stronger color. Right about in here. We'll do it there. Put a little something straighter, something right in there. Right here. Boom. All right. Okay, that's cool. That'll work. I'm just wiping off my brush real quick. Go up to the top very lightly. I'll do it this way. Very lightly, kind of brush. Get that little sheen. Pull it across. Almost looks like glass. All right, now that we have that going on, now watch. Before we move on to the island, let's take our white. All right. I'm gonna take watch this. I'll come here, press, be more white. Look at that. Oh, don't tell me I don't have any more. Oh, actually, let's come this way, right off the panel like this. Let's get some more. And we'll come here, press, just like that. I could be fickle and maybe there. All right. And we'll come there like that. Just like that. Leave it be. Okay, let's throw an island in here. Let's peel this off. So I hope I don't bore you guys half to death doing this. Let's get rid of that. All right, you see how it's starting to look here. All right. Hey, Tamzart, how are you? Hello. Squirrel. Nah, you must think about Bruce. Won't be no squirrels here. Okay, we're gonna throw an island in there. Let's pull back a wee bit. Let's see where we are in relation to everything. Put it right there. I think we're pretty good. We're all right. Right about there. Yeah, I could. If I straighten it up, I'll straighten it up toward the top. Oh, let's angle it a little bit like that. All right. So this is what we have so far going on. Okay. Oh, we're going to throw an island. I don't know if I want the island to the left or to the right, but we are going to throw one in there. We're going to put some, we're probably going to end up using, I don't want to use total black, so we'll gray it out a little bit. We'll use some black. We'll get the black right here. Ooh, too much. Let's cut that in half. Put the black here. We'll use a little bit of blue black. Okay. Somebody done got in the way. That was a plow horn. Usually when the plows come out, you're supposed to really get your vehicles out of the way. And yes, we have had accidents where cars got a mighty side swipe. And will they get compensated? No, because they should be off the road. It's on the radio, the news, online. There's no way you can miss it. People do what they want to do. And so the plows will do what they have to do. Okay, we're going to throw an island in there. I do want to throw a palm tree in there. How you doing, Tamzart? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm not much for talking too loud, Larry. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get this out of the way. I got your chats showing up here on the on my chat overlay. Well, I don't have the chat overlay on. I should. It would be a good time capsule for me to keep that. Okay. Which way do I want to have the island and its palm trees? Then they'll be more likely silhouetted. All right. So it's easier for me to do it when it's dark. I think I'll put the island on the left hand side. So we'll just take this grayish black here. It's blue black. It's pretty thick color. We'll put the island edge about here. And it will be as level as possible as I can possibly get it anyway. I'm looking. Something like that. All right. And then we'll try to get a little surface like that. And then we'll go a little higher like this. All right, we'll block it in. I gotta keep the landmass pretty flat there on the bottom. All right. All right. Something like that. All right. So that one's a little closer. We're going to put another island way off in the distance there, right against the horizon line, more than likely. Since we got one below the horizon line, we'll put a smaller one. Oh, right up here. Like this. All right. Something like that. There we go. Something like that back there. All right. Something like that back here. All right. I want it to be a little longer. So we'll level that out and we'll bring it out a little bit longer there. Okay. I like that. And I don't want it to be perfectly get some little trees or something going on back there. All right. This one here, we'll see the silhouette of thin, not pine trees. Why am I saying pine trees? Palm trees. Okay. I can use I'll just use the regular script, regular liner brush for this. And we're going to silhouette right here. Maybe more or less. I can't make them too tall, but we'll do it here. We got one here. Okay, a little more there. Right here. Okay. All right. Maybe we put another one here going. We'll have it all make a direction going toward the sun there, like that. But we'll put it at a point like that. We're not going to obviously put it any way back there. Okay. So as we're narrowing down with this, getting down to the final straw, I got to stop making these tutorials so long. Okay. And we'll put the there, right here and right there like that. All right. Then we're going to put smaller ones here. And these are just, the little palm things here. Just there we go. Almost like little fingers there. All right. Just like that. Yeah, those will be fine. I can take a rake brush or a small fan brush, a really tiny fan brush. These are too big. I might have to use a flat brush that. Let's see. Not this brush. Maybe I don't like the fan brushes I have are. Yeah, now I can use this little thing here. This will fit. This will work. All right. And this is one of these brushes that I had for a while, but I beat it up, so I cut it, and it's usually for stuff like this. And we're gonna come here very gently, kind of pop them in there, like so. And you want to get the representation of these fellows in there. And some have, you can put two on one of these, one on a few. But is there silhouetted, so get them to a true shape as much as you can. All right. So even from a distance, you can tell what they are. All right. These are really tiny, so I can just kind of tap and pop them in there. Okay. Like this. Once again, this is just giving the representation of the palms because they're back there. And I'm gonna make them thick enough where they can be seen. We are working with a purple background back there. All right. I'm gonna take this color, and because we got the island here, and I'm just gonna softly silhouette the partially separate the get a little bit of reflection there, not past the waves. Okay. Now I know where to put all of that, like so. I don't have to add any shadow here. This one, yes. One in the far corner back there, not really so much. And once again, I don't have enough white because I tend to use it all up. Let's see if I can salvage this little bit. No, I can't. It's already dry. We're almost done, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching this long. And you guys know the deal. I'll get rid of my face in the palette, spread this the image out so you guys can truly see how wide this is. All right, whoops. All right, I didn't want to do that, but we can always add that. Come this way. Add well there. Right, that. Okay. I can add. This is just me being slick. All right, let's take a little light gray, and we will add just some. We'll add some quick texture in there like this. All right. All right. Something like so. I'm always reinventing. I'm always looking at something that I can add more or less of. It's just me as an artist just doing it. You will be doing the same thing yourself. You're always adding. Okay. I want to just highlight a little bit of the island. We'll highlight a little bit of the tree here, like so. I can bring some of this like that. It's almost like putting silver lining on this. And I will adjust the line weight. All right. And you can always, there, you can always come back and correct or whatever you feel. Whatever you feel you can do. All right. Okay. All right. We'll just put my John Hancock. I don't think there's anything else. I don't. Once again, I want to add no obtrusive rock. I don't have to have a whole lot of splashing and all that. It's not that type of painting today. Not today. So we'll put my John Hancock on there. It's got to be brighter than that. Well, it's all right putting it like that. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, sticking around this long. I know it's another 2-hour work. Let's see here. Yeah, just past 2 hours. I didn't plan on putting it past 2 hours, but it's just past 2 hours. All right. 22:12. All right. Something like that. Let's see here. All right. Thank you, Tamzart. It's different, I know. I tend to just take this off. Let's stretch and get this. Boom. That's what she looks like at pretty much full size there. Regular TV aspect to this. All right. Oh, we'll straighten it up a little bit. Can I straighten it up there? Aim it downward. Let's go in this direction. Let's reduce it a little bit. Let's put the focus on it there. All right. Let's see. With a black frame on it, it would look something like so. All right. This is what it would look like if it was placed in the black frame. All right. So, all right, I'll put it like this. You don't see the eye of the light. All right. But that's what Cheetah would look like in a black frame. That is close to the size of the paper. Okay. The paper is 12 by 18, and this is 11 by 17. All right. Let me see. I think that's the only one that I would have anywhere near that size. Anything else is way bigger than this. This is, obviously more long than anything else. So let's take the paper off here. I have to be careful because I know the tape isn't really sticking the way it used to or the way it should. It might fall. I do have tape on the back of this, but it's just not going to hold. So I'm going to have to lower the camera because this is going to fall. See? There. That I knew it was going to do because the tape is just not going to stick to the board anymore. I got to redo the board. Then again, the branded tape I have isn't the greatest. All right, now you're starting to upset me. Just sit yourself down. We'll aim it downward like that. And then we'll just zoom it in. Like so. It is, we'll tighten it up and like that. At least the best I can. I'm not flopping this thing all over the place. But there you go. I usually try to show you what it looks like the best way I can anyway. Which way would be the best way? I think it would be that way. Oh, Now, what the camera shows and what the internet shows is two different things. But there you go, as best I can. All right. So it's kind of tough to try to center it that way. But there you go. Thanks, Larry. Now, as you see, everything's a little. Press the. Sorry, when I touch this thing. Anyway, when I take a picture of it, you'll see it more. You just don't see really the lines. They could have been brighter, but never mind all of that. But you do see the palm trees. You see the other little island there. It gives us distance. Okay. You see where the sun's really reflecting off this stuff. And as you see, the rays don't necessarily have to meet in the water. I could have, okay, but I just didn't really need to. There's enough going on in this painting, all right, to kind of keep your interest going there. There's enough activity in it. The swells are pretty cool. For me, they definitely grab your eye. Okay, it actually looks like something shining on the water. Because I didn't put any caps on them. I don't feel it really needs the caps. Okay, so it's kind of mysterious. A lot of fun to do. Nice little way to spend some time. Excuse me. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. There's no fancy outro or anything. This is what is this, Restream? So I'm waiting for my StreamYard to kick back in. I should just buy a subscription and call it a day, really, and that would end all of that. But there's many ways I can be online. I don't necessarily have to use Restream or StreamYard. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. Apparently we have enough snow where the plows are moving at a pretty good clip around here, so I'll go and check it out. I gotta take the dog out anyway. Well, thank you, Fatima. I appreciate it. I've always thought about having an art auction, but with the time and effort that I put into these things, I really don't know if anybody could really, even if I did it at half price, like the sale I got going on now, I don't know if anybody would really do it. And I got so many varied subjects and such. Like I said, I don't know if it would really warrant me doing them. But yeah, your painting's already boxed up and ready. I got somebody else's too who bought Namor. Theirs is already boxed up and ready. So whenever you guys are ready, whenever you're ready for them, just let me know. Oh, guys, be safe. I shall see you when I see you. And until next time, peace.